you suggest we should visit some hotels, and we're here with who now?
We are here with Mike, the operation managers of the Summit ParkView Hotel in Yangon. He has been a veteran in Myanmar. He has been a number of years in Myanmar, so he is also informative, and he is a hotelier with many experience in Yangon. Please.
Okay, very nice to meet you.
And you too, Charles?
And let us go and exchange our cards.
Formalizing everything right now.
Michael.
Yes.
So the name of the hotel is Summit Park
View Hotel, Summit ParkView, Yangon.
Tell us a little bit about it.
It's a hotel been around for 12 years, and it's actually a Singapore invested hotel ever since. And the hotel has about 140 rooms. It's one of the first international, in fact, the very first international hotel in Yangon, the very first one. There was no international hotels at all. This was like 12 years ago. And then thereafter came the rest of the other hotels. We have 7 international hotels right now in Yangon. So being the pioneer, we've kept the hotel going. And I came there about 5 years ago. And the job was to create a new atmosphere. It's a very old hotel, so I had to change everything. And now we have Summit ParkView, which is running at about 80% occupancy. So
12 years ago, is this a Western-style hotel, or what's the architectural design?
It's bordering between the Myanmar architecture and the block looks like a modern architecture. So it's a bit of a both. And the building is right over there. I have a picture of the building there. So the facade is a little bit more Myanmar with the architecture, and then the whole block and the decoration inside is a bit more international scale.
This is how many stars?
This is a 4-star hotel. Yes.
And what would the rack rate be for a 4-star hotel?
Okay, being in Myanmar, the rack rate borders around from 120 US dollars to about 300 US dollars. So we in the 120 range.
And for groups, that would range?
For groups, of course, when we work with tour operators, we give them a much more favorable deal. So that would be, you take a 40% off that, a 50% off that, and we work around that scale.
Right, and always depends on season and exactly. Things of that nature.
Yeah. And very much so in Myanmar. There is 2 really drastic seasons. One is the wet season, which is from April all the way right up to October. And that's the wet season. It rains continuously every day. And then you have the dry season, which is nice and cool in the evenings. That's from the rest of the other part of the years, the very part of the year.
And where do your customers come from? Which markets?
We have focused mainly on the European market. Our top is the French, the Germans, and we have the Belgium, the Spanish market, the Italians.
Which one of those are more recent new markets?
In fact, I would say the Russian market is a new market for me right now, because they just started coming in and they're interested in Myanmar, and we had some familiarization trip that came in just last year. They're excited, and we already signed up for a series this year for the next high season, in fact, a whole series.
How would you, if you're in Europe, which are the airlines servicing Myanmar right now? Do you know?
For the time being, there is no direct flights from Europe to Yangon, but we do have major airline which is serving between Bangkok and Yangon, Thai Airways International and Bangkok Airways. And from Singapore, it's Singapore Airlines, sister company Sicair, and Malaysian Air, and also for budget LCC, Jetstar from Singapore and Thai Air Asia from Bangkok.
LCC, low-cost carrier.
Yes.
That's right.
And there is direct flight from Doha to Yangon by Qatar Airways. So nowadays, most of the European tourists, they come via Doha directly to Yangon. And then they move on to other destinations like Bangkok or shopping spree to Singapore. at the end of their trip in Myanmar.
Qatar has a very big presence in Myanmar.
Yes.
I think just like any other place, Qatar has got like very big budgets for promotions, and they're coming in really big. And I think they're very supportive in the tourism work that we're doing in Myanmar. I would say that.
Excellent. Thank you so much, gentlemen.